I said, well, come on over and let me kind of get inside your heads a little bit.
So he's saying, I told them, come over to my house. I think it's actually a hotel. Come over to my hotel and let me get inside your head a little bit. To get inside someone's head, it's another slang phrase. If you say, I want to get inside your head, it means I want to understand your thinking. I want to understand what you know. I want to understand how you think. To get inside someone's head. So this is just the introduction. Tony's saying they have a conversation. Frank Kern and John Reese, they want help from Tony. Why? Well, Frank Kern and John Reese, they have products. They teach people how to succeed with business. But what's the problem? Their problem, people will buy their product and then they do nothing. So Frank Kern, for example, he gives people great information to succeed with business, with internet business. But then people don't do it. They read the information, but they do nothing. They don't take action. To take action means to do something. And John Reese has the same problem. So they said, Tony, you need to help us. Because we have a lot of customers. We give them good information, but they don't do anything. So Tony, how can we get people to do something, to take action? It's kind of like learning English, right? I feel this way with some people. I give them these great lessons. I give them great information, my free 7 rules course, my free podcast. I give all of this stuff, but some people do nothing. They don't listen to the lessons. They don't listen to the podcasts. They don't follow the 7 rules. And then they don't improve. Their speaking stays bad and they're still unhappy. So it's a little frustrating for me. I'm like, I told you what to do. I gave you these great lessons. Just do it. This is a common problem in life in many areas, right? There's 2 things we need. We need knowledge. We need to know what to do. We need the good lessons. We need the great teacher. We need the good information. But then there's a second problem. Tony says, you need to do what you know. In other words, you have to also have motivation and action and strong emotion and a strong energy. So you have the good information and then you actually do it. Those are the 2 things we need, right? We need both. So Tony's going to talk to John Reese and Frank Kern about this topic. That's the discussion topic he's introducing now.
Let me see why you follow through. Why do so many people say they're going to do something and then never follow through?
So Tony says, I want to talk to Frank and John and say, why do Frank and John follow through? And why do so many other people not follow through? What does that phrase mean, to follow through? It's a very common English phrase. To follow through means to do what you know, what I was just talking about. It means you have the knowledge, you have the lessons, you have the information. Well, step 2 is to follow through. It means you use it, you actually do it. So that's the idea of to follow through. It means you take your information, you take the knowledge, and you use it. You actually do it. Right? So a lot of people don't follow through. They get the information, yes, but they don't actually do it. They don't follow through.
And a few people do something inside their head and heart that gets them to follow through.
So he's saying, but a few people, they do something inside their head, or they do something inside their heart, their emotion, their feeling, that gets them, that causes them to follow through, to take action. So some people do. A lot of people have the information, right? Example, a lot of people have my English lessons. Thousands and thousands, tens of thousands have my English lessons. Some of them do nothing. They don't use them. But I'm happy to say actually a lot actually follow through. They get the lessons, they listen to them every day, they use them, they do it, they succeed, they improve. They follow through. So Tony's question, what Tony wants to know, what's the difference? People who follow through people who don't follow through, right? Everybody has the same information. Everybody has the same ability. Some people will do it. Some people do nothing. Why? What causes some people to do the action, to do it? What causes some people not to? It's an important question.
So I just thought you might enjoy this conversation we've had. It's with Frank Kern.
So he's saying, I thought you might enjoy this conversation we had. The conversation is with Frank Kern and John Reese. So it's Tony, Frank Kern, and John Reese.
And John Reese, two of the best in this industry.
Two of the best in this industry. The industry means it's the internet business industry.
And I think you'll find it interesting.
I think you will find it interesting. I think you will think that it's interesting.
Maybe you'll be triggered a little bit to think about what will get you to follow through too.
Maybe you will be triggered to think about what will get you to follow through also too. What does that mean, trigger? Now, trigger is like in a gun, right? We have a gun, and there's this part on the gun, we pull it, right, with our finger. Boom. That part is called the trigger. What does a trigger do in a gun? It starts the action, right? Right? If we want to shoot the gun, what's the first thing we must do? If we want the gun to shoot, we pull the trigger. The trigger starts the action, and then boom, the gun will shoot. Pow, the gun will work. So a trigger is something that starts an action. And we can use it as a verb. To trigger something means to start an action. So what's the action we want? The action we want is to follow through, right? If you're learning English, you have the lessons, for example. You have all the information from me. You have my lessons. What action do you want? Well, you want to listen to them every day. Well, you need a trigger. What's going to start it? What's the very first thing to make you begin? Maybe it's your dream of speaking English quickly and easily and automatically. Maybe you have a test coming and that creates some stress or fear and you say, I need to do something, I need to study. And that makes you begin. For everybody, it may be a little different. But something in your head, a thought, a goal, an idea, a belief, or some feeling in you, some fear or some excitement, something will cause you to finally do the first step. That's the trigger. The trigger is the first step.
So this is my little gift to you. I hope you enjoy.
So he's saying, this is my gift to you. This video is my free gift to you. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it will help you.
We got the dialing.
And then we begin. The next section is Frank Kern and John Reese in their car calling Tony. They call Tony and they say, Tony, can we come talk to you? But I'm going to stop right here. I think that's enough right now. That's actually quite a bit of English right there. Plus, Tony talks quite quickly. He's a very fast speaker. So here's what I want you to do. This is the movie technique. Watch my video here. Watch this video, I don't know, maybe 2-3 times each day. And do this for 2, 3, 4 days. This is the deep learning system of Effortless English. We repeat everything several times. One time's not enough. You need it to go deep, deep, deep in your mind, right? You want this English to become automatic. So you need to learn deeply. So just do that. Maybe for 3 days, watch my video explaining everything slowly. After that, next, go watch Tony's original video. Just the beginning. Just this section we just watched now. The beginning part, let me go back. This part here with Tony talking. And then watch Tony's original video, full speed, very fast, and watch it several times. Play the beginning part, just a few minutes, right, 2-3 minutes. Then go back to the beginning, play it again. Back to the beginning, play it again. Back to the beginning, play it again. 4 or 5 times in one day. The next day, do it again. Just the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe later in the evening, do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all. You will learn this section very well, very deeply. And then, maybe if I have some time, and you're nice to me, and you put nice comments on my blog, maybe I'll do part 2, and I'll explain all of the next section. And then I'll do another section. And what we're going to do, is we're going to learn each little part very deeply, totally, 100%. We're not trying to go fast and do all of the video very quickly. We want to go deeply and really understand all of it. First, slowly with me, and second, full speed with Tony. So that's our goal. So I hope you enjoyed this beginning part. Follow this system. Leave a comment on my blog. Tell me if it's helpful, if you want me to do more. And a lot of people want me to do more, then I will. And hey, watch Tony's original stuff. I love Tony Robbins. He's the best. He's great. So see you again. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye. And then we'll stop.